Hello everybody, this is Mr. Sarber, and this is the answer key to our first Unit 2 test, and you're welcome to use this as a guide to help you prepare for the retake that I sent along with this recording, and you will also see a PDF version of this answer guide. So let me go through each problem, and I will show you how they were to be solved. There are 157 students in fourth grade. Each student was given 2 pencils. What is the total number of pencils given to students? The word total should tell you that you're either going to add or multiply. And in this case, either one would be fine, but let's go ahead and multiply since you're looking for a total. So you have 157 students. Each student is given 2 pencils. So you have 157 groups of 2. Okay? So when you multiply, I'm going to separate this in terms of place value. Okay, start with the ones place. 7 times 2 is 14. Bring down the 4, carry the 1 to the tens place. 2 times 5 is 10. Add the 1, gives us 11. Bring down the 1, and then carry the next one over to the hundreds place. 2 times 1 is 2. Add the 1 is 3. So your total is 314 pencils. The next one. Brittany opens a 20-ounce can of chocolate sauce. She pours 3 ounces of the sauce on each of the 6 bowls of ice cream. How many ounces of chocolate sauce are left in the can? Well, she starts off with 20 ounces. That's what she starts off with. She's going to pour 3 ounces on 6 bowls of ice cream. Then we're being asked how many are left. So ultimately, we're looking for a difference, which is subtraction. But first, we need to find out how many ounces she already used. So we have 6 bowls of ice cream, and in each bowl of ice cream, 3 ounces of the sauce were poured. So 6 groups of 3. So 18 ounces of the chocolate sauce were already used. Now we're going to take what Brittany started with, 20 ounces, minus the 18 ounces that were already used. So Brittany has 2 ounces left. 2 ounces of chocolate sauce left in the can. Our next problem. On Saturday, there were 3,271 people at the baseball game. On Sunday, 5,844 people came to the game. How many people attended both games? How many people attended both games? So what you're looking for here is a total. So we're going to take 3,271 and we're going to add 5,844 because we're looking for a total. So start with your place values. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 7 plus 4 is 11. And remember, this is the tens place, so we're going to bring down 1. We're going to carry the next one over to the hundreds place. We have 1 plus 3 plus 8. That gives us 11. Bring down the 1, carry the 1 again. The next one, we have 1 plus 3 plus 5, which gives us 9. So the total is 9,115 people. The next question. Mr. Conway bought 73 rolls of film. He could take 24 pictures with each roll of film. What is the total number of pictures he can take with the rolls of film? Total number of pictures should tell you immediately that this is multiplication. 73 times 24. And again, we'll break this up using place value. So we're going to start with the ones place. We're going to multiply, excuse me a minute, using the wrong tool here. So we're going to take 3 times 4, which is 12. Bring down the 2, carry the 1. Now we're going to multiply 7 times 4, but we have to add that 1. 7 times 4 is 28, plus the 1 is 29. Now we're going to multiply the 2 that's in the tens place times 73. Now this is actually 73 times 20, so we're going to bring down a 0. 2 times 3 is 6. And we are going to multiply now the 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. So that will give us a total, let's add everything up here, 1,752 pictures. A football stadium has 9,607 seats. At one game, people sat in 7,599 of the seats. How many seats were empty? We're looking for a difference. We're looking for the difference between these two numbers, which means we are going to subtract. Just like this. We're going to subtract. We cannot do 7 minus 9. So we have to borrow from here, but we can't. 0 minus 9. So we have to go all the way to the hundreds place to borrow. We're going to borrow one group of hundreds. We're going to add that, because that's the same thing as 10 tens, to the tens place here. Now again, we cannot do 7 minus 9. So we have to borrow from here. So we're going to borrow one group of tens, which is going to make this 10, 9. And that will make the 7, 17. Now we can subtract. 17 minus 9 is 8. 9 minus 9 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. 9 minus 7 is 2. 2,008 seats were empty. An apple orchard has 30 rows of apple trees, and each row has 20 trees. What is the total number of apple trees in the orchard? Well, once again, this means this is a total, so we are going to multiply 30 rows to 20 and 20 trees in each row. Now, this one is really nice, because what you can do here is you can just multiply the 3 times 2, which gives you 6. And you notice that we have 2 zeros. So we can bring both of these zeros and put them after the 6. So 30 times 20 is 600. So anytime you have a problem like this where both numbers end in 0, you could just do it like this. That makes it very easy. So there are 600 total apple trees. Last month, 7,284 people visited the zoo. This month, 5,647 people visited the zoo. How many more people visited the zoo last month than this month? How many more people? We're looking for a difference. So we're going to take 7,284 and subtract from it 5,647. We cannot take 4 minus 7. So we're going to jump over to the tens place and borrow from the 8. Remember, this is the tens place, so this is actually 80. So we're actually going to borrow 10. We now have 70 in the tens place. And the 10 makes the 4, 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. We cannot do 2 minus 6. So we're going to hop over to the thousands place and borrow 1,000 to make this 6,000. The 1,000 is the same as 10 hundredths. So we're going to add 10 hundredths to the 200 to make that 12. So 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. 1,637 is our answer. Roberto has read a book that is 84 pages long. He wants to read the same amount each day. How many pages per day would he need to read if he wanted to read the entire book in 2 days? How many pages would he need to read if he wanted to complete the book in 3 days? This is a double division problem. So the book is 84 pages long. If he wants to read the book in 2 days and read the same amount each day, he needs to take 84 and divide that into 2 equal groups. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 4 times 2 gives us 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Bring down the 4. 2 goes into 4 2 times. Remember your multiplication tables. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So 42 pages per day is needed if he wants to read it in 2 days. Now for 3 days, we do the same thing. 84 divided by 3. 3 goes into 8. It doesn't go in equally, but it will go in 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 8 minus 6 gives us 2. Bring down the 4 for 24. 3 goes into 24 8 times. 8 times 3 is 24. So Roberto would have to read 28 pages per day to read the book in 3 days. Mr. Wright has 3 large rocks in his garden. The rocks weigh 79 pounds, 72 pounds, and 203 pounds. What is the best estimation for the total weight of the rocks? Now, this is an addition problem, but we are looking for an estimate, an estimation. So we are going to round each of these numbers to its highest place value. So we're going to round 79 and 72 to the tens place, 203 to the hundreds place. And remember our rules. Look right next door. If its neighbor is 5 or more, we add 1 more. 4 or less, we let it rest. So 79 rounds to 80. 72 rounds to 70. 203 rounds to 200. Once we add them together, our estimate is 350. Now, some of you took this and rounded it to 400. If you did that, I accepted it because 400 is pretty reasonable. Mr. Snyder wants to buy 5 pencils for each of her 28 students. She estimates she must buy 150 pencils. Which statement best explains whether Ms. Snyder's estimate is reasonable? Okay, so again, this is an estimate. So what you would need to do is you would need to take 28 and you would need to round it to the nearest tens place. 28 rounds to 30. And since she's estimating the total number of pencils she needs to buy, this is, of course, a multiplication problem. 5 pencils, and 5 pencils for each of her 28 students, or the estimate 30 students, the answer would be D. 5 times 30 is 150. So this would be a reasonable estimate. Rounding is involved. Emma made 48 cupcakes for the bake sale. She put an equal number of cupcakes on 6 plates. Which number sentence would be used to find the number of cupcakes on each plate? Well, first of all, she has 48 cupcakes. She is dividing them onto 6 plates. So if we're looking for the number of cupcakes on each plate, this would be division. Okay, I hope this explains this test. And good luck to you as you take the retest, which has been sent along with this video. Thank you for your time.